Welcome to Jailbreak My iPad. Please watch the complete video to understand why jailbreak is so important for you and your iPad. First off, what is jailbreak? Jailbreak is freedom for iOS users, giving them a way to break free from Apple's restrictive App Store ecosystem, install whatever software they want, and use their phones however they please. Technically, each jailbreak is a hack, an exploitation of some flaw in the device's operating system, used to install unauthorized software. This software generally includes some kind of alternative app store called either Cydia or Rock. Jailbreaking is openly discouraged by Apple, who updates various jailbreak exploits out of existence as fast as hackers can find them. But even after 3 years of pressure from Jobs and company, the jailbreak scene is still as lively as ever. And worth trying, because the jailbreak app stores are packed full of previously forbidden goodness. This ranges from replacement text message apps and device skins to Wi-Fi tethering apps and access to hidden device settings. The best case to be made for jailbreaking is a showcase of the apps it lets you download. Right now, I'm going to show you 16 reasons you need to jailbreak your iPad with our service. Number 1. Backgrounder. By far the most important jailbreak app for the iPad, Backgrounder addresses the iPad's biggest software shortcoming, at least until OS 4 comes out of beta, its lack of multitasking. Once Backgrounder is installed, all that's needed to force an app like Pandora into the background is a press and hold of the home button. You can add other triggers too via Activator. My personal favorite is status bar hold. Number 2, Activator, a gesture framework that's automatically installed with Backgrounder. There's a downloadable front end for the app that's worth nabbing. Anyway, this lets you assign a huge variety of triggers and gestures to system functions. For example, when I shake my iPad, it takes a screenshot. Ha! Number 3, VNC, a VNC server for your iPad. This lets you open and control your iPad from any computer on the same network, or conceivably from outside the network if you forwarded the right ports to your iPad. The Zero Setup app comes with a mouse framework, so you'll see a cursor on the iPad as it's being remotely controlled. Super cool as a tech demo and surprisingly useful. It's a nice way to add your iPad to your main computer setup. You'll need a desktop VNC client like Real VNC to use it. Number 4, SB Settings. This app adds 2 important features to the iPad: advanced settings and an always available control panel for the more important ones. Many gestures are available via Activator. I've got mine set up so that when I pinch my home screen, the control panel slides down. The panel can be populated with just about any setting you can imagine, but Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and brightness toggles are must-includes. Number 5, Full Force, a clever little extension that installs to the iPad's settings screen. From there, you can designate iPhone apps, the ones that haven't been properly adapted to the iPad yet, to stretch out to the iPad's resolution. I'm not talking about pixel doubling either. Apps employ native UI elements and scale dramatically. The success rate isn't spectacular, and it rarely works with games. That said, apps like Facebook and New York Times, which has much more content than the iPad New York Times app, scales perfectly and fill a need. Full Force works on most jailbreak apps too, including a few in this guide. Number 6, Winterboard. Themes. Well, sort of. Most of the Winterboard compatible themes available in Cydia aren't designed for the iPad, so they look terrible. But hey, you can fiddle around with the dock with some fonts and some coloration and so on. More iPad themes will come in due time. Number 7, MyWi. Tethering for the 3G iPad. Whee! It's a paid app, but you can trial test it for free. It creates a local Wi-Fi network which you can connect to with anything from a laptop to a Wi-Fi only iPad. Number 8, Multi-Icon Mover. Moving icons one by one is a pain in the ass. Multi-Icon Mover adds a clever little behavior to the OS, such that when icons are in wobbly moving mode, they can be flagged for movement with a single tap. Once the apps are selected, the user simply switches over to the screen he wants the apps to move to, taps the home button, and the deed is done. Number 9, side delete. If you've read this far, you've probably got a stack of new icons on your home screen, courtesy of Cydia. One problem, you can't delete them like normal apps. Instead of the simple X delete convention, Cydia apps depend on management from Cydia within Cydia. Lame. This brings back the little X so you can nuke the Cydia apps you don't want to keep conveniently. Number 11, VLC for iPhone. This one's rough around the edges to be sure. It works with full force, sort of, and it crashes fairly frequently. But just consider the potential here. VLC plays just about any video file, whether or not it's supported by iPhone OS. Movies could be dragged over to the iPad via SSH and played without the need for conversion. This is the vision that VLC for iPhone more or less fulfills, and which it will soon fulfill on the iPad. Number 12, paid apps for free. One of the most fantastic features of Jailbreak. If you have a jailbroken iPad, you can enjoy paid apps for free. Yes. Once you're a member, we'll show you how. Stop paying to Apple for paid apps. You will get those apps for free with our solution. Number 13, Wi-Fi sync. $10 for a Jailbreak app? Before you laugh, hear this. Wi-Fi sync syncs your iPad with iTunes over Wi-Fi. Number 14, Rock. An alternative to Cydia, Rock offers a different interface and, more importantly, a useful framework for app trials. More and more Jailbreak apps are going paid, so this matters. I prefer the interface to Cydia's, but find it less stable. As an update here, Cydia has merged with Rock and is in the process of combining stores. Cydia IDs won out in the end, so Rock users will have to switch to those. Number 15, categories. This one's simple enough. Folders for your apps, like the ones in iOS 4, except uglier and available right now. Number 16, iFile, a file manager for the iPad. This becomes more important when you're SSHing files back and forth for emulators and the like, as it gives you a browsable file tree. So, do you want to join the club? Download our software right now and get new features for your iPad, unlimited updates, a lifetime account, and more. What are you waiting for? In minutes, you can enjoy your iPad with tons of new features, apps, and more interesting things. Sign up for your new account and download the software. You will not regret.